Well, good morning, Facebook friends and family. It's Miss Ellen. Happy Sunday, November the 28th, I believe. 2 more days left in November, and then we start right into December. What a flurry. I wanted to talk to you a little bit this morning because this thought has been on my mind for some time, and I thought, if it's on my mind, probably I'm supposed to share what I'm thinking about. Just so you don't think some of the weird thoughts you think are really that weird. They're really not that weird at all. I just say them out loud. Anyway, so I titled this Walking a Fake Line. I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about fake and authentic and positive and negative, just for a minute. So if you were to ask me on any given day, how you doing? I will probably answer you with some variation of fabulous. I'm fabulous. Or most blessed. Or blessed on toast. Now, that could be because I am perpetually happy. I'm perpetually joyful. But that wouldn't be right. I'm a human. And there are many, 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 many days you don't see. Many, 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 many days I don't talk about that I'm less than joyful and ebullient and positive and happy-go-lucky. But I've learned to act as if. Now, some will say that's disingenuous. Some will say that if I was really authentic, I would let you know every waking moment how I really, truly, actually felt. And let me share something with you. You do not want to hear that. You do not need to hear that. Your life will not be uplifted, improved, or enhanced in any way, by my whining. And guess what? Neither will mine. So I like to think that instead of being fake, inauthentic, disingenuous, what I'm doing is acting the way I wish things were until, and this is the very best part, until they are. Again. Notice that key word, again. There's some universal laws. I mean, Newton discovered how many of them. You drop that apple from the proverbial tree, it's going to hit the ground. Drop, ground, gravity. It's a universal law. Speed of light, all those good things. What you speak out of your mouth is a universal law. It has so much to do with what we will later attract, what we bring into our lives, and how we feel. So, is that a bunch of psychological mumbo-jumbo? Is that a bunch of airy-fairy New Age garbage? Actually, it's called the wisdom of the ancients. They've been talking about it since recorded history. As a man thinketh, so he is. Joyce Myers likes to say, where the mind goes, the man follows. All I know is this. We always have a choice. Takes the same number of syllables to say, I feel terrible, as it does to say, I'm fabulous. Because here's the universal law. I may not feel fabulous now, in this moment, but I'm going to feel fabulous. Fabulous is right around the corner. Fabulous is on its way. Why do I know this? Because we don't stay in the same place forever. Day follows night. Stick with me, right? Day follows night. Good follows bad. Zenith mountaintop moments follow valleys. Our job is to get through the downtimes in as good a spirits as possible. And I like to think without dragging everybody through our valley with us. If I experience something sad, difficult, a hardship, if there's a lesson to mine from it or to get from it, I'm going to tell you about it. My whole life has been how to do things wrong and wicked and stupid and messed up, and God got me through all that. And I'm a living testimony that bad passes and good comes. And sometimes all the good comes at one time, and then we get a little dose of bad. And then sometimes it just seems like it's unrelenting, doesn't it? But I have it on good authority. We're almost out of these dark 24 months. And I have to believe as day follows night, the good part's coming. And so if you ask me how I'm doing, if you ask me how I'm feeling fabulous. I'm feeling optimistic because I know that I know that I know what's coming for me. For you, I'm talking to you. Is going to be ever so much better than what was. And what was pretty fabulous. So, how are you doing today? I'm fabulous. I'm fabulous. I'm fabulous. But I'm also exceedingly grateful. This season of Thanksgiving, I am so thankful. I am absolutely proof positive the luckiest chick on the planet. I got to tell you one more story. I feel like I just lived my own episode of It's a Wonderful Life. Often I will watch that. Sometimes now, I didn't watch it last year and I didn't watch it the year before because that movie can just tear me up. That scene with Jimmy Stewart where he's in the bar and his life is over and it's the absolute abyss for him was a time when the actor Jimmy Stewart was truthfully in his lowest point of his entire life. And so knowing his backstory and watching that, the empath in me, it's a little difficult. But I love the premise that here's a guy that just is given up. And this misshapen crazy angel comes into his path to show him, oh no, you're here for a reason and your life has purpose. So I had a Clarence moment. I was going to make that a separate video, but it's too important not to tell you now while it's on my mind. So a couple of days ago, I'm going to the town next to me to deliver a lip color to a customer. I'll pause while you think, really? That's all she's got? So I tell you the background because that's how much I was expecting this to be a monumental moment. I was delivering a lip color to a nice lady I'd never met, who was referred by a friend. It's all good. So we do our transaction and we end up talking for some time. It was just this little cosmic connection where, you know, you just keep asking each other questions and you find out you have a lot in common and blah, blah, blah. And as we were parting, she looked at me and she said, you are from Fullerton. Okay, some of you still know me pre-Texas. But most of you think I was hatched. When I was 30 years old, I showed up in Dallas, Texas, and that's all you know me. Because my life changed so fundamentally at 30. There was like my old life and my next chapter. It was just a big, like, you know how some books are separated into sections and then chapters? So when I moved to Texas, it was like a big section change. There's really nobody, like a handful, that remember me from Fullerton, California. I ran off. I mean, what can I say? I ran off, changed my name, changed everything. I left a lot of good people behind. Not proud of that, but that's what happened. So anyway, for someone to bring up Fullerton me, it almost feels like I am in witness protection and I've been found out, right? So I said, yeah, maybe. And she said, and you taught public speaking. So now I got tears coming out of my eyes, because who would know that except a handful of people from Fullerton, California. So get this. This gal I'm meeting in a one stoplight town next to my two stoplight town to give away a lipstick had once been a 19-year-old girl who was so self-conscious everyone made her take a public speaking class. And I was her teacher. She remembered me from that time. Like I had an impact. I mean, chills, right? I felt like Clarence said, and a power much higher than Clarence, mind you, said, I saw you then, Ellen, and I see you now. and everything matters. Everything matters. So if you this morning woke up feeling insignificant and unimportant and maybe a little down on your worldview, how are you really doing? You're doing fabulous. The good part's coming. I guarantee it. The good part's coming. And everything you do matter. And nothing you have ever done for somebody else is forgotten. And sometimes, if we're lucky, we get a reminder of that very thing. All right. That's all before I become a puddle. I am so, so thankful for you. You guys rock and roll. Always my stuff is shareable. If this had an impact on you, if this would make someone you know feel a smidge better this Thanksgiving Sunday, please feel free to share. Yes, Randa, I'm working on my YouTube. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for watching. You know I adore you. All right, because you matter. You matter.